This is Damon Stevens, Vanilla Builders. Today is Tuesday, July 19, 2022, and this is stock market update for our trades of the day. And boy, was it a turnaround Tuesday or what from yesterday? Man, it was a great day. We talked about this being a turnaround Tuesday, and definitely paid off. Hopefully everybody took advantage of that. And we talked about the bears, whether they're going to give up that 50. They tried to hold it yesterday, but today they started to give it up. So the question is now what's next? Are they going to come back in and try again, or are they going to go on break here and let the market rally here as shorts try to cover and the market goes higher? So we'll take a look and see what's going on. See, so you're prepared and get right into it. Definitely, if you haven't subscribed, definitely go to finwealthlive.com and join us. There's a free Discord link out there, as well as some free training. And a community that you can become part of. So definitely take advantage of that. That way you can continue to get these videos and the updates that we have as they come out and get notified when we get new content. Looking at the overall market, you can see here, Dow Jones closed up 2.43%, NASDAQ up 3.11%, and S&P 500 up 2.76%. The bulls were in play. You can see here, pretty much except for J&J, which had earnings come out, everything solid green, and Netflix, by the way, just did really well, at least right now, as far as the stock price has just jumped up after hours. So really good, looking good there. Nothing hit our small caps here, so just something where this hit 100%. Volume was pretty high, but I did not trade this one. This APLD is around $2. There's other things that we were watching. At the E-mini futures chart here, you see here continue to climb after hours, and we kind of came up here, hit this 39.50 area, and found some resistance. So we'll see tonight if the SPY, if the E-mini can go up here and continue to climb up here. If we can get a good run tomorrow, the deviation band up here, first band up here, is a possibility for it to hit. Maybe find some resistance. It's not quite there yet, but it's against our resistance line here. So we'll see if we can hold this area and run. If we can, then great. If not, and this is resistance, we could obviously come back here, hit the mid of our deviation band, and maybe climb back up again. But if we do fail this, obviously then the bears came in at night and shut us down. But right now it looks like everything's looking strong for the bulls to run here. Looking at housing starts, so that didn't really affect the market today. We have existing home sales tomorrow. Don't see anything there. Really Friday, probably this PMI, global manufacturing is probably the biggest thing for this week as far as news. Looking at the S&P 500 calls and puts, people who are shorting the market with put contracts versus call contracts. You can see here stock price is around 393 right now. So we're, still in this range here. They call this, a put wall or a call wall just because there's a lot of prices in there. So typically price is going to range in between here, but you can see the max pain's 384. So 384 is right here, right down this area. So if the market wants to take back as many contracts as possible, market's got to come down from where it's at, almost $9. So, I mean, this will obviously change tomorrow, so that the number could change, but right here, kind of in this range here is where the market needs to go. I mean, if we get back, if we happen to rally hard in the rest of this week, it's possible that we could shut out everybody here, and these guys would be basically buying contracts probably to cover their calls or their puts here, and that means I could push short squeeze the market up even higher. So we'll see what happens, but at least that's where we're at. You can still see, though, 2.26 puts for every call. So definitely more people are expecting more downside to the market, which means they're expecting the bulls, the bears come in here and, reverse this tape right now from where we're at today. So it's possible, but right now, look at the charts. If we're going to break above those 50 and we hold it a few days, that's a good strong case for the bulls. So we're kind of at a point where the bears have got to either, get going here and pull us back in, or we are going to rock it up. Looking at earnings here, You can see here that we had Netflix and interactive brokers. Netflix is really the one I watched today and traded after hours. So made some money on that after hours. I didn't trade during the day, but after hours I did. So I'll be watching it in the morning for additional scalping opportunities with the volatility that may be there. Nice swing on Netflix. Also on the open, nothing I'm watching the open, but Tesla is a big one for after hours for the close. So I'll be definitely looking at a play on Tesla and also United and Las Vegas Sands. Thursday's my big day, but you know, tomorrow will be a good one as well for after hours. So I won't be watching too much in the pre-market except for Netflix. Just to give you a little bit of background of us, I told you, this is a great place for us to come and join us as a community. This is what our website looks like. Just take a minute here and show you the video here.
Do you feel like you never have enough money? Does building wealth seem impossible or overwhelming? Or does building wealth feel like gambling in a casino? Or perhaps you tried to build wealth and failed? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then we have what you need to know. Our team can help develop you into a retail stock and crypto trader, just like many before you. But to be successful, it requires learning new skills. And exercise makes your skills stronger. For success, you'll have to trade anywhere. Our team, you become a better trader. Your journey starts here.
All right, so definitely take advantage of that. Join us. And that way you can see, we basically post pre-market what we're buying, what levels we're buying in, where we're taking profits before the market even opens. That way you go into the market with a plan that you can just execute. But, again, it's not financial advice. We're not telling you what to buy or sell. We're just posting what we're buying and selling. So it's up to you again at the end of the day, but definitely that's a service we provide out there for our members. Looking at Google one day. So Google pulled back a little bit here. So it's been weak, since this split, and that's fine. We're kind of monitoring it. That's typically normal to see a big pump before the split and then a dump. But we're still in the range here. So you can see here that we're range bound. So just kind of going back and forth. So looking for a breakout above 119 or a breakdown, below 105 if the market really kind of tanks. But this is kind of range. You can play this range. Just a little bit of a training here. Ranges, this is where you can make money when the market seems like it's not moving. And here's what they do. I'm not giving you this as financial advice, but here's what you can do as a scalper. You buy at the bottom of a range, right? As soon as you see the ranges here, you can short the market at the top or you can sell whatever you have, right? And then short down here, sell, buy back, go back up, sell, short, come back down, and kind of just ride this range. The thing you have to be careful with is, if you do get a breakout or a breakdown and you don't have your stops in there, you could lose some good money. So just keep that in mind. But as long as we're range bound here, which a lot of stocks are, this is definitely an area you take advantage of. So just a free tip in training there. And I am a scalper and a day trader, and I have long-term positions as well. So just kind of blended a lot of techniques. So it doesn't matter how the market's trading, I can trade it. And that's where we like to get our members to be. So Tesla, one day. So you can see here, we're kind of building this little wedge here, kind of going back and forth as well. It's getting tighter, getting closer on ranges here. Looking for a breakout here above 743, 756 will be resistance. If we get above that, we can rally up here. If not, breakdown, we have support down here as well. But this is getting tight. Looking hopefully for a break to the upside if the bulls run. And that way we may get back up towards the 800 level at least. So looking for an opportunity for that. But in the meantime, I do scalp Amazon and Tesla. So Amazon, you see here, the range is getting tougher. So as you see here, kind of wedging down here. So things are getting super tight. So this is not really a good range. It was better back here and it just gave you a short time, but right now it's kind of tight. So I don't trade this one. I do, if I know for sure I'm at the bottom or extend below the range, but we'll cover that more in training. But looking for a breakout here. This is moving slightly up. We're getting higher lows. So looking for a breakout here. We're above the 50-day. So looking for a breakout towards 127. Apple, just you can see here, it just kind of range bound as it's moving up every day. So if you've caught this at the bottom here, this was the low. Just been a nice, even climb. And, is this the bottom put in? Hard to say. We could come back and retest. Typically, the market likes to retest, kind of like what you see here. Back here, you can see we kind of came down, hit a low, and did a retest before running. Came down here, did a retest, and this is where we're looking for a run. So just another little training. Also, this is an wedge here, these trend lines. So you can see it's expanding. So we hit the top here, came down here, bounced off of here twice, and now we're heading up. So, we're at, getting up to the upper part of our deviation band. So there should be some resistance around here. But if we break through these deviation bands, this would be the upside, and that the market would have to really be, full on bull cycle to do that. So we do have some resistance coming up here, but Apple's been great every day here, it looks like. So Nvidia, downward trending. You can see here upper band, lower band, retest of lower band, and then we're trying to curl up here. So we do have a lot of resistance, but Nvidia is doing well. It was a really huge bargain down here at 140. I can't believe how far Nvidia's come down. But the whole semiconductor sector got hit hard. So we broke out of this wedge now. So now we're hopefully climb up here, get above the 50. So looking for a continuation play on Nvidia, looking really strong right now. So is Meta, which surprises me, but that's okay. We'll take it. So you can see here that we kind of sloping up, higher lows coming in, right? Looking for higher highs. We just got a new one today. So now looking for a breakout. So this is where we're looking for a breakout. If I don't get a breakout above this 178, that tells me there's resistance here. We may be coming back down. So looking for a breakout at this point because we are at the top. So, and you can see here, we've kind of been range bound. We hit the top, come back down, hit the top, come back down. So it's possible that this would come back down and test again here as we've been doing for the last few weeks. Hopefully we don't, but definitely waiting for a breakout. So just watch for that break. Same with RK. RK, this wedge has just gotten tighter and tighter, but we continue to climb. So we're right kind of getting towards the bottom top of this range here. So definitely looking for a breakout here above, this 46 to 48 for a nice run. So bears better get on it. Otherwise, the bulls are going to take charge, and we'll take advantage of that. Gold continues to sit here flat. So, when I see gold, the dollar is obviously high. If I see gold low, I just kind of wonder, how strong the market really is here and how far we can run. But, just watching that gold, paying attention to it. Dollar, as long as dollar's high, it's going to, kind of keep gold down on us here. Looking at U.S. oil, we talked about this as well, that we'd have a nice rally off the bottom, off that 200, which it is. It was the bottom for U.S. oil for this run. And we're kind of getting back up towards the top of that band. So we should have resistance here, but if we can get above, $80, we could possibly run back towards the highs again. So right now, U.S. oil is looking good the last few days. VIX down here, it hasn't gotten down to this 2374. I think there's resistance here. The concern I have, that's where it was here, right? Is if we try to break through this, does it create enough of a support area to where the VIX has to bounce off this and then brings the market down? So really watching the VIX carefully. As long as it stays down here, these lows, that's great. But if it tries to break through here, my concern is do we get a bounce that brings the market down? So SPY right up here, look, we're right on this resistance level, right up here at the 50, looking for a breakout above 394, get above 394, which is a 50-day, looking for a run up to 408, and fill some gaps in, another gap in here. So if we can't, if it resists here, we could pull back. But right now, looking good, possibly to get a bull run here. On the weekly chart, you can see here, this is why I think there's a possible bull run here. So we kind of were stuck down here, and then we broke out today above resistance, and we're right in this candle. And I always talk about candles on here because I think the market symmetry, uses these candles quite a bit. And so now that we're in this candle length here, this is why I think we can possibly rally up here. If on a weekly basis, if we start to chase on a weekly and above that candle, I think we can run. If we break back down below this candle and our resistance, then obviously we get back in this range. But it looks like it's trying to make an attempt. So I like it. Triple Qs above the 50-day moving average towards, as long as we can hold this for a couple of days, I like this as well. I think we can run towards the 100. Semiconductors, nice run right on that 50. See, we're right. The bulls they're pushing hard, and you can see we've had a nice 3-day run. Looking to see if we can push up here. There'll be resistance up here shortly, but as we get through these candles, but looking good so far. IWM, so Russell 2000, again, we've kind of been wedging up here. We're at the top. So like the triple Qs, we needed to break out. If we can break out, we can run. And we can have a nice bull run here for at least this rest this week. Financials, right here at the top, we're at resistance. So we got to break out. But financials got to carry us. And right now they're above the 20 days, so that's strong, but we're sandwiched between the 50 and the 20. On healthcare, we're just kind of going back and forth. We're range bound right now in healthcare. Here's the ranges. Here's the range right here. Get this candle. So this candle here, right here. So we're kind of range bound here. So we need to break out. Otherwise, we might just kind of stick here for a while. You can see that we did before we broke down, and then we came back up into it. Energy sector, trying to run up here off of the support. So we'll see if we can get above there. You see here that we closed. We got above this candle here, right here. Closed right at the top of this candle. So we can get above this candle, looking for a run to the next candle. If not, we might get stuck, back here. Maybe we're stick along this trend line. So we're just kind of watching the action there. Bitcoin, finally, the Ethereum's, got a nice run started. Bitcoin finally trying to catch up here. Got a nice bounce over resistance here. And Ethereum, nice run. So we're running up here towards resistance, but nice run up here. So, 1600, got to break through the 1600 and hold it, and then we're at 1700. And hopefully maybe this weekend we get to 1800. We're up against this deviation band though. So that'll be resistance, which is also where the 100-day is. So just know we could bounce down and maybe come back down here. But for right now, we finally got a breakout of Ethereum. Ethereum's looking good and leading the way on the crypto market. So that's kind of our stocks, our cryptos, things we're looking for. Definitely subscribe to our channel. And that way we can continue to bring this content to you, and definitely like this video if it's provided some value to you. Everybody have a great night. We'll talk tomorrow night, see how the day went, and plan out our next day.